Radioschauen. Ihre Ohren werden Augen machen. Live im Foyer des Freien Radios für Stuttgart.
Und heute live hier im Radiofoyer die Intervention Nummer 13, The Important Things According to the Liz and Dave Band. Das ist die 49. Sendung von Citizen.KANE.Radio. Die wichtigen Dinge oder was die Liz and Dave Band dafür hält, ist eine interaktive Musik-Theater-Performance, die es mit Songs und persönlichen Erzählungen über existenzielle Themen und gemeinsame menschliche Erfahrungen eventuell schafft, einige wichtige Dinge anzusprechen. Liz und Dave versuchen, die Welt zu verstehen. Sie singen Lieder über die großen, unangenehmen Fragen des Lebens und erforschen den Menschen in einer Zeit der Ohnmacht. Liz und Dave brauchen die Hilfe des Publikums, um Gemeinschaft, Freundschaft und gute Stimmung zu schaffen und zu erhalten. Noch gibt es Gelegenheit mitzumachen hier im Freien Radio für Stuttgart im Foyer. Und wir sind gespannt, was uns Liz und Dave und Citizen Kane jetzt bieten. Ich schalte um ins Studio.
Citizen.KANE.Radio. Citizen.KANE.Radio.
Citizen.KANE.Radio.
Radio.
Citizen.KANE.Radio.
Citizen.KANE.Radio.
Welcome to Citizen Kane Radio. This is the 49th broadcast of our show. We are here since 2017, I think. Welcome to RadioSCHAUen. The important things, Liz and Dave Band, they are here. And we are now going to listen to a concert in the first hour of this broadcast. And then we're going to have an interview for the second hour. And the Citizen Kane Collective is very proud to present the Liz and Dave Band. Welcome on stage, Liz, Dave, and Alan.
Thank you very much, Christian and Citizen Kane Collective, to have us here. It's very fun for us. Thanks. This is Dave from the Liz and Dave Band.
Hi. Hello.
And I'm Liz from the Liz and Dave Band. So the two of us, we've known each other for a very long time. And we are very good friends. We have had hundreds of conversations. We used thousands and thousands of words. We walked miles and miles. We have danced, we have laughed, we have cried, we have shouted, we've hugged, we lied, we cared, we shared. We built a very strong friendship. Dave and I, we are really good friends.
Hello, I'm Dave from the Dave and Liz Band. And this is Liz from the Dave and Liz Band. Yeah, it's good. I can't even lie. Yes, it's good that that she spoke first. Yeah, it's better like that, because it is good. I've known Liz forever. Yeah, not literally forever, but it feels like I've known her forever, and it feels like I always will know her forever. Good. That's the intro done?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and this is Al, my brother. Yeah. It's absolutely wonderful that he's here playing with us. It's been so many years, and it's a real pleasure. It's amazing what it is to have a brother or a sister or really close friend. Good. Let's get on with the show. Truth, love, time, courage, freedom, purpose, empathy, connection, gratitude, integrity, 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 integrity.
We're just two friends trying to make a show. We're just two friends who are full of hope, who are full of curiosity. We're just two friends trying to find a way to have some fun. We're just two friends trying to find a way how to make a show to make us a little bit of money.
Why do I believe in change when really all I care about is money? Why do I say one thing and then do the other? Why am I self-righteous and always offended? Is the respect I expect the respect I don't give? Why do I worry and do nothing about it? Why do I believe in change when really all I care about is money? Why do I believe in change when really all I care about is money?
Lying in my bed, I think about it all. I try to close my eyes, but I can hear them call me. Lying here awake, they won't let me sleep. In the night, this feeling seeps through. The weight, the weight, the weight of the important things.
Why do I believe in change when really all I care about is money? Why do I believe in change when really all I care about is money? I guess I can choose the things that I do, huh? But who set my default? What is my default? A path of least resistance will keep me happy, but I'm told I'm slowly part of killing everything around me. Why do I still stuff stuff in when I'm so obviously close to bursting? Why do I still stuff stuff in when I am obviously close to bursting? Why do I believe in change when really all I care about is money? Why do I believe in change when really all I care about is money?
Lying in my bed, I think about it all. I try to close my eyes, but I can hear them call me. Lying here awake, they won't let me sleep. In the night, this feeling seeps through. The weight, the weight, the weight of You all right, Dave?
Oh, all right, Liz.
Yeah? What's
Yeah.
up? What are you doing?
What am I doing? Yeah, I'm pressing buttons.
That's good.
Yeah, no, I'm really... there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah? What are you doing?
No, I'm just I'm calling to hear how you doing.
Oh, well, I tell you, I was just
Yeah.
pressing buttons.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I've been doing this morning, Liz? I've had a good one.
Yeah.
I am having
Have you had
a good one, and I am making avocado mash.
Oh wow. That sounds good. Oh, I didn't
What-
sleep last night. Oh, terrible. Couldn't sleep. Just horrible. You know, I spent all last night thinking, I'm working all the time to pay for the life that I'm not living. You know, how long is this going to go on? It's just terrible. When will I live the life that I want? You know, this kept me awake all night.
Right, yeah, I'm sorry to hear you're feeling like
Yeah.
this.
Well, anyway, Dave, listen.
Yeah.
I decided I'm gonna throw away my phone. Yeah. Yes. I'm gonna buy a camper van. I'm gonna move out into the forest, and then I'm gonna live there. I'm just gonna eat berries and bark off trees and all of that. And listen, when I've been there so long that my clothes fall off my body, I'm
Yeah.
still gonna walk around there naked.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that what you really want to do?
Yeah.
Right.
Things aren't working, are they? You know, I'm getting older. It's not like I'm gonna live forever, is it? And I don't want to regret the life that I'm not living. Obviously, I need to do something. I need to have a massive change.
Liz, I think you're being really brave.
What? Sorry, I thought you would talk me out of
I
it.
think you're being really brave.
No, come on, Dave. Talk me out of it.
I think this
No.
is
No,
is
no.
something that
This
you
is
should
super
do.
silly.
No,
Come on,
Liz,
talk
I think
me
this is
out of
you're
it.
doing the right thing.
Really?
Liz, I was making avocado mash.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm making toast and pressing some buttons. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to tell me?
Well, things aren't working, and I'm not interested in fixing it. You know, the world is chaos, and all we're doing, we're just working like little ants, aren't we? For some tech fucking billionaires in the valley over there, and they're just sucking the life out of us. I can't take it anymore. I'm getting depressed,
stop,
and I'll
Liz,
probably...
Liz, stop. You are ruining my morning. Yeah. I woke up this morning. Yeah. And I hadn't looked at my phone until it's 9 o'clock now. Yeah, 9 o'clock. Yeah, and I got myself some avocados yesterday on the market, and I sat down here. I looked outside the window. I looked at the earth, yeah, the tree, the bird, the sky. Yeah, and I was there. And then you call, Liz, and you totally depress me. Yeah, you can't just call and shit on my morning. I was feeling relaxed.
Yeah, but seriously, Dave, I'm feeling a lot better now. So, thanks for that.
Good.
First you love it, it is your friend. It helps you out again and again. It greets you with a sympathetic nudge. It meets you, sees you, loves you, doesn't budge. It shows you, it guides you, it feels you, it sees you, it fills your cup. A long embrace that will never tell you time is up. And you are hooked, you think you gain. You come back again and again. A perfect occupation to calm down. Makes you smile and makes you frown. Its presence is growing, it might look like a riddle, but you must know it plays myself, I'm just a piece of me. The way you play me, pull me, and the way you call me, taste me, tuck me, and the way you blow me, throw me, heavy, and I'm addicted to you. You're my everything. The way you play me, pull me, and the way you call me, taste me, tuck me, and the way you blow me, throw me, heavy, and I'm addicted to you. You're my everything. The way you play me, pull me, and the way you dull me, taste me, tuck me, and how you blow me, throw me, heavy, and I'm addicted to you. You're my everything. The way you play me, pull me, and the way you dull me, taste me, tuck me, and the way you blow me, throw me, heavy, and I'm devoted to you. You're my everything. We would like to help you escape. We want to help you out of this mess.
We want you to feel like you have a choice. We want you to feel like you have some power.
We want you to feel like you have a voice. We want you to feel like you have some power and that you can get out of this negative space.
This negative space that surrounds the world.
We want to release you. In a moment, we will ask you to raise your hands. When we ask you to raise your hands, we would like for you to keep your hands down and say, I'd prefer not to.
Okay.
Yeah?
Ready? Okay.
Yeah.
Raise your hands.
I prefer not to. Excellent.
Okay, that's really, really good. Can we try it one more time? A little bit louder? Okay, here we go. Raise your hands.
I prefer not to.
Yeah, okay. That's good. That's getting good. Okay, now, and for all those people at home, yeah?
Yeah.
I want you can open the window.
Run to the window now.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Open it.
Open it. Here we go. And
Shout out the window.
here we go. I'm going to say it. Raise your hands.
I prefer not to. Excellent. Defiance. Defiance is a good strategy. And you, and hopefully the listener, have proved yourselves to be defiant today.
Okay.
Oh my God, we're doing this now.
Oh, yes. Ready? Ready, Liz? Hey, we always have to be ready for everything.
Yes.
Yes.
Here we go. I've got charisma and charm, willpower and cause. I am a juggernaut. I need the people, and the people need me. We will live in harmony. I am a battering ram, coming for you, 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 coming for you. see me. The dust fills your eyes, my armor shines. This commotion is me. I've dressed up as a juggernaut. I put my product of insanity in this galaxy of agony. I am a juggernaut. The high cause is a bigger one. We might lose someone, but the juggernaut is rolling on and on, rolling on and on and on and on and on. I woke up one morning and there was this snail trail all over my bedroom. You know, that silvery line that a snail leaves behind. Yeah, it was all over my duvet and all over the walls and the curtains. I looked to see if I could find the snail, but I couldn't see it anywhere. So I stepped out of the bedroom and into my living room, and there was snail trail everywhere. In the kitchen, in the bathroom, in the hall, on the furniture, everywhere. I looked to see if I could find the snail, but I couldn't see it anywhere. So I looked out the window and into the garden, and there it was, the snail. So I went outside and I picked it up and I smashed it on the ground. And it exploded with snail trail. I got snail trail everywhere. In my eyes, in my mouth, nostrils, in my hair. So I ran inside and jumped in the shower. And as I turned on the shower, it was just snail trail pouring out of the shower. I spent like an hour trying to wipe it off. I used all the towels in the bedroom, no, in the bathroom. And then I got dressed and I went outside, and there was snail trail everywhere. And I walked towards the coffee shop, and inside the coffee shop, it was knee-high with snail trail. And then I sat down with my flat white, and I took out my laptop, and I carried on working like everybody else.
Doopy 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 doo. Doopy 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 doo. Doopy 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 doo. Doopy 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 doo. Oh, doopy 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 doo. Doopy 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 doo. Oh, doopy 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 doo. Come on. Doo-doo. Hi, Liz? Liz, are you there? You're ringing. It's ringing.
Hi, hello. Buenas noches, mi amigo. ¿Cómo está?
Hi, are you all right, Liz?
Yeah, I'm in Spain.
Oh, you sound... Ah.
Yes. Oh, it's really nice here.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, we're having so much fun. I'm here with Tim. Oh, man, Tim is so cool. Like, he's so funny and so fantastic. Anyway, me and Tim, we were discussing, we've been talking about so many things, but we had this excellent idea, and I was like, oh, I have to call Dave now. So, this is the thing. What if Tim joins the band?
Liz?
Yeah?
Maybe we talk about this when you get back.
As I lie here in the dark, from above I hear the distant prayers and crying of the mourners, and the priest, earth in hand, lets it fall upon the flowers and the ribbons on my coffin. My eyes are closed, I decompose, my flesh becomes one, so nature can thrive. Oh, I didn't notice when I was alive.
Tim.
And the mourners walk away to the wake where there be coffee, cake, and melancholic memories. And the priest walks away to yet another family funeral service to be taken care of. My eyes are closed, I decompose, my flesh becomes one, so nature can thrive. All I didn't notice when I was alive.
Trees grow and leaves fall. The bugs, the bees, the fleas, and all the earth, the tree, the bird, the sky. Trees grow and leaves fall. The bugs, the bees, the fleas, and all the earth. Trees
Bees and fleas and all the earth, the tree, the bird, the sky, trees
bees and fleas and all
and
the earth.
leaves.
The tree, the bird, the sky.
So I sat down in the coffee shop with my flat white and my laptop, and I carried on working like everybody else. Soon there was so much snail trail in the coffee shop that they asked us to leave. And we all had to wade our way back through the snail trail and home. When I got home, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep for days. I was sleepwalking. I had nightmares that I was drowning in snail trail. My house was covered in snail trail, and the coffee shop was gone. From afar, deep in space, in the dark within a constellation of 1,000,000 dead stars, all I can do as a star is to open up my eyes and give them all a little twinkle. Twinkle, 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 twinkle. It's not so good to move this microphone, is it? Anyway, I have a dog that I wanted to tell you about, and I also have a picture for the people who are present here. Look at that! He's so cute. So this is my dog, and in the picture, I'm showing a picture for the listener. I'm showing a picture on my phone of my dog, who is a Shetland sheepdog. And here he is a puppy. He's about 6 months old. And his name is Benny, and he's very beautiful. And now he's twice the age of that. And he is a very, very happy dog. And he's happy, and he likes everyone. He likes strangers. He's really happy with strangers as much as the people he knows. Sometimes he likes strangers more than me. That's all right. I can take it. But he makes me really happy because he's jumping around, and he's always, lively, and that makes me happy that he's so happy. So I would really recommend anyone who doesn't have a dog to get a dog as soon as possible. Because the great thing about a dog is that the dog loves you unconditionally.
Our mothers were sisters, that's all they
let's meditate. I'm going to ask you all to close your eyes in 3, 2, 1. Close your eyes. We stand on the earth, the ground beneath our feet. We walk towards a tree. We look to see a bird. We watch the bird fly. We look at the sky. We look at the bird. We look at the tree. We stand on the earth. The earth, the tree, the bird, the sky, the sky, the bird, the tree, the earth.
A woman in a bar buys a man a drink. The man does not say thank you. She loses it. She says,
I offer you a drink. You accept the offer. You drink the drink. And you go to bed. I've had it up to here with people like you. You are a whole. I will not be offering drinks to anyone from now on because of you. You have killed me. I'm going home to stick a gun in my mouth and shoot my head off. The earth, the tree, the bird, the sky, the sky, the bird, the tree, the earth. This meditation is now coming to a close. We will be opening our eyes in 3, 2, 1.
I can't rest. I'm like a forest fire. I will never stop. Impossible to put out. Scorching. Scorching. You can't touch me. You can't look at me. I will burn your eyes. I will burn your hands. I am a fire, impossible to put out. I am a fire, impossible to put out. The only thing I know, the only thing I can do, the only thing I want to live, I want to live forever. The only thing to be recognized, the only way to act. Fire, 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 burning. I'm burning. I'm burning. Fire, 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 I'm burning. I'm burning. I'm burning.
like a forest fire. I will never stop. Impossible to put out. Scorching. Scorching. You can't touch me. You can't look at me. I will burn your eyes. I will burn your hands. I am a fire. Impossible to put out. I am a fire. Impossible to put out. It's the only thing I can do. It's the only thing I want. I want to burn forever. It's the only thing, the only way to be recognized, the only way to act.
Oh yeah, hi.
Hey, I'm back from Spain.
Ah, that's good.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, I have something to tell you. That's why I'm calling. I just wanted to.
Oh, that's great. No, great that you wanted. I really wanted to tell you something as well.
Okay.
Liz, I need to stop touring. Yeah, I need to give more time to my family. Yeah, my kids looked at me like I was a stranger. I need to be a good father. I need to make sure they know that they are loved.
Okay, yeah. I have something to tell you too. So I wrote it down, Dave, so I would not forget anything. Okay, here goes. The truth is that I love you. And I think it's only fair on the two of us. And it takes some courage to tell you this. I empathize with you. I understand the time your life is in. Your kids are young now. I think you're showing great integrity and wisdom, putting them first, building on the connection between you. You don't have the same freedom I have, and I really thank you so much for the great times we've had. And I really hope we can work together again, because I still have a sense of purpose making music, and it's important.
That's it.
Huh?
That's it. You wrote that down. Wait, here we go. Truth. Love. Time. Hope. Wisdom. Justice. Courage. Freedom. Purpose. Empathy. Connection. Gratitude, integrity, 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 integrity. That's it. What you said, it's all there. Liz?
Well, yeah, well, anyway, I didn't finish.
Oh.
So,
But
I've decided I'm going to work with Tim now.
Tim. Fucking Tim.
I'm only joking. I am standing outside your door. Open up.
Truth, yeah. Love, oh yeah. Time, hope, yeah. Wisdom, justice, courage, freedom, purpose, empathy, connection, gratitude, integrity. 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 Huh.
And that's the end of the show.
Citizen.KANE.Radio. Citizen.KANE.Radio.
Citizen.KANE.Radio. Citizen.KANE.Radio.
Citizen.KANE.Radio.
Citizen.KANE.Radio.
Citizen.KANE.Radio.
Citizen Kane Radio. Wir sind immer noch im Foyer. We are still in the foyer of Freies Radio für Stuttgart. And now the experiment stopped, and we come to something which I'm used to do. That's doing interviews. So I welcome on stage again Dave and Liz.
Great to be here.
I'm not sure, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I hope the rest also hears you. Okay. So hi. So how are you? I was thinking about, is it the first time that you do something live on a radio show?
Yes, it's the first time, for sure.
Yeah. I've done a couple of interviews and things, but other than that, to do a live performance.
I just see that there are some mics
that's
are plugged
it.
again.
See, I knew.
Okay.
You can hear me now.
Yeah.
Now, can you hear me now? Yeah.
So maybe we just cut that out and we start again.
Okay.
It's better. So it's really cool to see you here on stage, still on stage after your concert. Dave and Liz,
Yes.
Yeah.
the audience is gone. We are still, no, there are some people in the audience. Maybe they are interested. There's Alan now in the audience.
Yeah. Hi, Alan.
So my first question was, is it the first time that you played something live in a radio show?
Well, for the Listen Dave band, this is the first time ever on a live radio show. So that was an interesting experience. Of course, when things go a bit fruity, we can't do anything about it. But that's all right.
Always fun. We love the fruity bits.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about this also because it's like really something fragile, I would say. And I was thinking about that this is, maybe this is also the main point about doing something live and doing something on the radio.
Yeah.
To have mistakes, to deal with problems.
Yeah.
So that you see that this is live, that you are not robots.
No.
Yeah.
We're not robots.
We're
As much as
absolutely
sometimes
not robots.
I would love to be a robot sometimes. If I could just get some things done like a robot, it would be useful. But no, we're not robots. And I think that's part of it, isn't it?
So you have feelings, so how you feel now?
How am I feeling now? Now I'm feeling like I should say something clever.
And is it working?
Nope.
Maybe we pass to Liz.
I feel like an athlete when you ask me that, because that's what athletes are asked when they've done a run. How do you feel?
Yeah, maybe I should do more
I
sports.
feel great, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I mostly do, but sometimes I'm just a bit pissed off. But usually I'm really happy.
And then she calls me and then throws it on to me. And
It's
that's
your
fine.
fault.
No, not usually. Can be sometimes my fault, but mainly it's just a bit of sharing is always good when you feel pissed off. I think.
Yeah,
I think so too.
just leave it like this, huh?
Don't have to question.
So Citizen Kane Radio is always, now since many years, a show where we research and where we do the interviews to find out more about interesting stories and people and ways to work. And I would like to start first with a very simple question. Who are you? Dave, who are you?
I'm Dave, and I was born in England, but I live in Germany now, and I have a family. I play music. I write music. I have my very good friends. A lot of them are around Europe, not just in England, not just in Germany, but for example, Elizabeth in Oslo, in Norway. And I find that, I feel myself really connected to Stuttgart because of family, because I've been here a long time. But I do have these connections across Europe, which is part of me. So I could say that I was born in Berwick-upon-Tweed, on the borders of England and Scotland, a very beautiful place if anyone thinks of going somewhere on the island. But I do have a strange European David
Thank you. Liz, who are you?
Who am I? My name is Elisabeth Topp, and I am Norwegian. And I am an actor and a theatre director. And I trained in the United Kingdom, so I went to the drama school there. And also to say that me and David, we've also been in the same theatre company for a few years, the NIE, New International Encounter, and have a lot of background from working together. And through the work, we also become very good friends. So in the last few years, we wanted to develop something that was more with music, maybe, and less just what we've been doing has always been with music, but like how can music come first and then make a performance into that? So that is that's what we're researching. Yeah.
Yeah, we also the Citizen Kane Collective is also doing a lot of performances with music. So maybe we will talk about this later. First, I'm more interested in this personal stuff. You said your profession, you're an actor and a director. You didn't say anything about your profession, or would you say you're a musician?
Well, I would say I'm a performer, musician. I'm a full-time family man as well. I'm doing a lot of care work at home at the moment. And that's my profession at the moment. But I think that's often underrated as
often forgotten.
It's often forgotten. That's not a profession, but yeah, you do have to work pretty hard, and you've also got an instrument, or two, or even three in our case. You're playing instruments there that change every day. I mean, when I play the piano, then it looks the same. It does the same thing every day, but those human beings that you have to work with don't, and so
they change.
They change, and it's very tricky to learn the right scale.
Okay. So what you say is that something is maybe wrong with the microphones, but I hope they still hear us. So what you said is that you met in UK and you performed at the same theatre group, NIE. Do you remember the first time when you saw David?
I think I do, because me and David's ex-girlfriend did a show together, and then we were in the pub, and David came to join us there. That's the first time I met David. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we still have some problem with the microphone, so we get another one. Should I? Yeah. Interesting story. Tell again.
No, I think the first time I met Dave was because me and Dave, we went to the same drama school, actually, Rose Bruford College in London. And Dave and Anna, they were together at the time. Anna and I made the show together. And I think David came to see the show, or we went to the pub or something. And that's the first time I met David.
You remember the same?
We went to the pub. Yeah. I think the time then we started to work, before we started to work together.
We didn't work together.
No, before we did. When you came to do a workshop like you do, and then you see somebody, there's someone who's really stupid and really good fun to play with. And because with our theatre company, we did a lot of workshops with people to find new people to play with. And then we became...
We just go on.
Because
I'm really interested. So this was the first impression.
The first impression was, what a fun person. This would be, that's what you do. You want to find funny, silly people who are a bit naughty and a bit loud and are very clear with their emotions.
And you had the same feeling also?
At the workshop?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was really happy that I saw David there because I'd met him before. So I think I said to you, do you remember me?
Yeah, and I saw, yes, exactly. And then,
And then I felt better because you're a little bit scared when you don't know anyone. But he was there. So.
yeah. And I was very happy that she came to talk to me because we were watching a workshop full of people, and she was obviously the funniest from those people. So I was glad that she came over and we had some fun together. Yeah.
And you in your introduction, I think you say something like you know each other very long, since a long time.
Yeah.
You know her forever. And
Feels like it's not literally forever, but it feels like forever.
Yeah.
And I think.
So how long is it ago?
Ooh, cheeky question. No, it's about 20 years, isn't it?
I think the workshop was in 2006.
So that's nearly 20 years. But isn't that with best friends that you feel like you've known them forever, and you don't meet them that often? But I think I've met 2 or 3 in the last 10 years who I'd now say, yeah, I get you, and you're kind of beyond then. So that's the forever thing. You kind of knew each other before you actually met, because it's just simple. And I mean, it's simple is one word for our relationship. I think it's always complicated as well because you care for each other and you push each other in ways. But no, that's the forever in the relationship. It's clear.
You also have this feeling of forever, or not?
Absolutely not.
No, I'm joking. No, but I think maybe also because we don't live in the same town and we don't even live in the same country, that maybe you also, you try harder to stay in contact, or you try to really enjoy the time that you have together maybe. So even though the distance is, could be a downside, it's also maybe what's keeps you connected.
So the distance may be also important for a good friendship?
Maybe.
Yeah, I couldn't live in the same house as Liz, that's for sure.
No, same.
No. I mean, 1 week is enough. Living in the same house or, on tour or something, that 1 week's enough. But no, but of course, I think there is something special about that. I mean, technology nowadays enables such a fantastic connection over space and time. And you feel like you're close, but of course, you have to put in the effort to actually really see each other.
So you're talking about a Zoom friendship?
Yeah, I mean, we before you could do it like easily, we would watch then films together. Before, there was like, I don't know if there's new buttons for that now, but you can do that because then you can, have long. It's a way of not being alone. Honestly, a little bit of Corona feedback there as well. I mean, that was I mean, also watching really depressive documentaries. We enjoy that, but it's much better to do it with other people so that you don't get too depressed on your own.
And also then you can discuss it.
Yeah, isn't it? Pause it and start it. Oh my God, that's just terrible, and then you can share it.
You also listen to music together?
I wouldn't say so, but we tried now.
And we also
to make music over the big internet.
Yeah,
that was interesting. We could actually do it.
Yeah, like over January through to March. Then we had a regular meetup online and tried to write songs. Yeah.
Is there one song of the concert
two of
in
them.
the internet?
2 of them are internet births. Yeah.
Which one?
From the womb of the mother internet. Strangers and Fire.
And Forest Fire.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Don't judge them on that.
No,
just take them for what they are. Never judge a child. No.
Back to the moment when you both meet first time. Was it also the beginning of the Liz and Dave, or Dave and Liz band?
Thank you.
No, because the Dave and Liz band, Liz and Dave band, what you like, was, when did we start the Liz and Dave band? Is it 3 years ago? Shall
I have a memory? Shall I have a flashback? We were on tour somewhere in North Norway, like it is, and there was a piano on stage, and then we tried to sing some songs together, and neither of us knew any songs that the other knew, and it'd be, this would be really nice. And then it took about 3 years.
I don't remember.
Of course you don't remember this, but hey, that's all right. That's what friendship's about. And then like 3 years later, we made a show here in Stuttgart, Hotel Europa, mit Junges Ensemble Stuttgart. And there we did a couple of stonking songs, like proper diva croony songs, which were great fun.
That we made together.
And then we realized we can do this.
We can make some songs.
And then it was like, well, how do we do this? So that's what we've tried. That was for me the start.
Yeah.
So how do you do songs together? How's it working? Somebody comes with an idea for a text or for music. You sit together with no ideas. How you write your music?
Usually I write the text, but sometimes David would propose a title or a theme or something.
Yeah.
Like a text theme or a musical theme?
No, or just like a word. Yeah. Like juggernaut is just from the word. David said, a juggernaut is such a cool word. Why don't we make a song that's called Juggernaut? And then I wrote the text from that.
And then, of course, we looked on Wikipedia what juggernaut really means.
And of course, I know what it means, but maybe you can tell for the listeners.
Well, juggernaut, that was it. Because so juggernaut is used as like an enormous, anything in like a massive lorry. In America, they use it for a big lorry.
So do you call it a float or something?
Well, yeah, but it comes originally from, I think it's a Hindu festival where they make this enormous float, what you'd say in English, float, or an enormous trailer where everyone, climbs up on top of it, and it's like
for a parade.
For a massive parade, and there are people, of course, the old colonial narratives are the people who would throw themselves in front of it and, kill themselves, and because of the spiritual, ecstasy that these people were having. And it's just, this big feeling, and you can use it, of course, as a feeling of something massive and big that's just driving through. And we kind of know this from politics, these massive driving juggernauts of humans and juggernauts of power and will. I think it's
so beautiful. You start with a text or with words and maybe the picture behind the words.
Absolutely.
How's the music coming into it? You improvise or you compose it?
Yeah, I guess you're pointing at me, aren't you, Liz? Yeah. It comes out in different ways. Sometimes there's a song that we've just been listening, and we do listen to music together. that does happen. Yeah. So you say, this is great. And
I can say something actually, because it's a little bit different, because David is a musical genius. He's very, very good. I'm nothing. So sometimes we improvise a little bit, maybe sing lines or try to find something. And sometimes David has great ideas for how the song could develop and stuff. So I think it's a bit different every time, isn't it?
Yeah. And I mean, sometimes there's improvisations from Liz, and she's got ideas that I don't have, or choices of notes that I think it's great. And sometimes then I'll play something cliche or not cliche, but something that you can sing over simply, and sometimes I purposefully choose to play something that's not. You don't quite expect it to go there, and this is great to hear what Liz then improvises over the top, because she can really listen to the notes there. And then it's the question of, okay, well, let's write this down, or let's find out what that was. And that's always an interesting process then, because then it's going, can you sing that again? No, I don't know what I sung. Okay, let's just practice that. No, I don't think I sung. Yeah, I think you did. That would be great. And then it gets a bit complicated. Then it gets a bit sticky for a while, and then you get through it. And I think that's a nice balance, because Liz has a natural way of just finding, well, she's holding on to because she knows or has the text very close to her, then that's what pushes the notes and the melody.
So as I understand it right, you're more for the instruments and the arrangement of it, and you're singing, right? The voice is your instrument.
Yes.
Yeah, and the text. So she writes a lot of text, and
even if it's doobie-doobie-doo.
Tatsächlich.
I wrote doobie-doobie-doo.
Tatsächlich.
Yeah. And you didn't hear the full version today. It has a lot more text in it.
So you prefer not to sing the whole text?
No, we tried just a different version of it. So that's with this, I guess, with the Listen Dave band as well. We've had a few showings, and we try to do things a bit different every time, or to change it, or throw the bits up in the air a little bit, and then sometimes it's not the same, and also the songs are then, well, it's the same song, but it's half of the song in a way.
And I think it's worth saying in relation to the Liz and Dave band, sometimes we're more of a band. I mean, we're theatre people, so we've made a lot of theatre in our time, but we're also very much into music. But what I'm trying to say is that here there's also text in it, which we didn't write, which is written by Sean Dale Jones, a most fantastic human being, who is also a very good writer that we know from Bristol, England.
Like he's a writer for theatre texts,
he's a writer for theatre,
novelist, or
he's a writer, he's a performer, he's a director, he's
painter, a decorator, a candlestick maker.
I'm sure if you ask him to do anything, he would oblige.
Yeah, no. So and a real good friend, and he has a lot of good ideas. Yeah.
So he's part of the Liz and Dave band.
Well, he's helping the Listen Dave band. I'm not sure if he said yes to be a manager.
No, we tried to get him as a manager because he doesn't have enough time. He's writing a new radio play. He writes radio plays as well.
So he's our little helper.
And I'm sitting on the stool of Alan. Is Alan a part of the Listen Dave band?
Oh, yeah.
I think this is the first time that Alan's played with the Listen Dave band, and it was really such a nice experience that I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I feel conflicted. Should we open up the band?
Yeah. I'm worried that if we let my dearest brother in, I mean, I have two others, and they're also very dear to me. And let me just say that quickly. We're in a family strife on WhatsApp. Just to say that if we let in Alan, I don't want to know what's going to happen with Tim.
Yeah, that was also my question.
Is
he Tim, or is another brother?
Is he? No, he's Alan.
Maybe another brother of yours named Tim.
Tim is a really cool guy.
Hey, can we? Okay, I think we leave Tim now, especially with this chat here. We leave Tim out of the equation.
you could have loved me like a dog. You know, you should have loved me like that dog. You could have loved me like a dog.
Like that dog. Like that dog. Like that dog. Like that dog. Like that dog.
What a treat.
Citizen.KANE.Radio. So now we did something. What you also do, we listen to music together.
Yes.
David, you brought this music with you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can tell something about this song. Why you want us all to listen to it?
I actually, my kids and a lot of people, I just show them this song because I think this band are really good. Gustav. And they're a New York art punk band. Art punk? I thought that was a good name. And I watched them on KEXP radio. They do like on YouTube or on the internet. They have bands, or these kind of up and coming and or already successful in an area you wouldn't see, and they put them on. They play live, and they played so good live, and I just think it's really funny. And listening to the last lyrics there. They say, I wish you'd loved me like your dog. I realized, of course, that's got something to do with me and Elizabeth, because she's got a very lovely dog. And maybe there's something subconscious there, Liz. I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe.
Did you know the song?
I've heard this song because David played me this song. Yeah, so that's how I know it. Yeah.
Gustav, they're fantastic.
And after you listen together to the song, you're like trying to be inspired by that. You're talking about this, or you say, "I really don't like it," or.
I think sometimes we do, and often you can just send the song on a message. You send the song, and then sometimes you have a reply to the song, and sometimes nothing. So it depends on the song.
So what about this one?
This one, I think I really liked it, but I don't know if I gave more response. I don't think we talked about it, did we? So we didn't have the dog talk.
So maybe you should do it now.
Yeah.
So you like the song or not?
I do like the song. I do.
Why?
Because it's punky and it's cool.
That's all?
Yeah.
Lyrics?
I don't listen to lyrics unless I've heard it 50 times.
Even if it's about dogs? Even if you're the writer of the lyrics of the songs?
When you have a dog, it's not like you care about all dogs. You care about your own dog. So maybe if the song was called Benny, maybe I would listen to it more carefully with the lyrics. Yeah.
Are you satisfied with this?
I am satisfied. Yeah, I think she's
satisfied with the answer.
Yeah, I like the punk vibe of the song, but maybe it's a little bit too much New York arty.
Yeah. I like New York art.
It could be more dirty than arty.
It's definitely not dirty.
Yeah.
They're definitely there's it's just what I like. I mean, I like other things. I like dirty stuff as well.
Don't you think it's very difficult to talk about music? I think silence is a good reaction.
Yeah, it is. I think coming from theatre, what I love about music is that it's immediate. So you don't have to explain it, or you don't even have to understand it. You can just feel it. And coming from theatre, sometimes in theatre we're a bit like maybe wanting to explain too much, or like how will the people understand this, and with music it's more of an immediate feeling that it's more about atmosphere, it's more about the immediacy of the music, that sometimes theatre can be more like, how should I understand this? And I find that often with music it's not so much about how should I understand it, which is interesting, I think.
Yeah, I think it's something like somehow it's very direct because it's emotional, but it's still it's abstract at the same time, because you can like bring all your own memories into it, your own feelings, right?
Yes, I agree.
Thank you.
Mm.
And what do you think about it? I mean, you should think about music a lot because you do often music for theatre plays.
I make a lot of music for theatre plays, yeah. I think it's exactly that. You start to learn. I mean, there are what you could say, techniques and cliches that people understand and know, and you can use those, and that works. I think that's fine. I think it's really fun to change those and try and make different things to express or to know what you're doing with the music. I think that's it. I mean, that's what you do in theatre, is, you know, you're thinking all the time, how does it work? What's it tell in the story? How does it contrast? How does it support? And I think a lot about it, but we've only got 35 minutes, and we could talk a lot.
I think maybe it's interesting. So you start
sum it up
with a task, like, okay, this music should, I don't know, illustrate the scene, or this should bring the story on, or this should just bring the audience to an emotion. Is this something where you start?
There's definitely. I mean, you have the theme of the show, and sometimes it matters if you're devising a show or if it's a text that's already there. So then, if you know, it's the discussion with the director and what they would like. But you kind of, you know, you get it first of all, the first colours, and usually then I would suggest then, okay, look, here are some ideas I have, and give a contract, just to touch and define. If I don't know the director beforehand, but if I do, then you know what works, what they like, how they like to use the colour of music with their work. So that would be the first point, and give a variety, give something that's dark and something that's light and something that's quick and something that's slow, something that's simple and something complex. Not too much, but something to inspire them. And then the process starts, and of course that's different every time. If it's a dance piece, then of course you're gonna you see how it works. Do people dance to it? Do people want to dance to it? Is there anything to express?
Or is it a musical?
Or if it's a musical, then what the hell are you know, what songs do you need to sing? Who have you got that's singing? I mean, the questions, every time it's different. Who's singing? What are they supposed to sing? How do you start singing in the middle of text if you're actually going to tell a story? You know, you're going to tell a story and then this person, I love that. It's hilarious that someone has to start.
Like opera.
Yeah.
No, in opera they're singing just the whole
They
time.
just sing, yeah, there's no question. Well, that's also...
You as a theatre director, how do you use music in your plays?
Well, me and David, we have made some music for some shows as well that I directed, and we made the music together. So I think usually as a director I work with, or I have some preferences to what type of music or what would fit the show or what the music is supposed to do. So of course music often in theatre is from atmosphere. And then if it's possible to have a full song, or maybe it's half a song, or maybe it's quarter of a song. But I like to develop with the musician, so I give some preferences and then work from that. And maybe so with David, we have. Also, there I have written some of the text for what it could be, or to find out what could possibly happen in this show.
Did you ever use a song you didn't like
in a show? I don't think so.
It's more always like the director's choice, right? The songs the director likes.
Yeah, I think it's something. Like I made a show where all the songs should be inspired by David Bowie and the star and his persona of the Starman and Ziggy Stardust, and that should be sort of the reference for the show.
And you also like David Bowie?
Yes, I do.
Did you ever work with a director and you just couldn't find a way to talk about music, or you didn't have the same taste in music? Or?
I would never say it's. There was a couple of projects. One project in particular where I was. We didn't know each other before, and I said yes, and and it was fun to find out, find a new person, how it works. And then I realized after a while, spending a lot of time making very complicated, very finely recorded work, and then I suggested that, and after making 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 tracks like this, and they were getting used, and then the next track I did, I just recorded on my mobile phone in the rehearsals, and it was just a guitar and this really poor quality sound. And he was like, great, okay. And the next song, I was like, oh. And I've been spending so many hours on these other ones, and I could have just recorded. He didn't really. And then I realized myself that I was putting a bit too much work in on the very finely recorded things, and it could have been a lot simpler. But I felt a little bit like, you're not really listening, are you? So, somewhere in the middle might have been a better balancing place. But no, I mean, it's always possible to find a way to talk about music. I like lots of different sorts of music. So if I see someone who's really passionate about sort of music and they really want that style in their show, well, then fine, because it drives you. And honestly, if it does that, then it's gonna tell something in the show. You're gonna use it in a good way because you care for that sort of music. So you're going to use it in a good way because you have let's say a broader, a more in-depth understanding of the gamut of feelings that could be inside this music, not just, bah, I love heavy metal.
Sometimes you get so lonely. Sometimes you get nowhere. I've lived all over the world. I've left every place. So lonely. Sometimes you get nowhere. I've lived all over the world. I've left every place. So lonely.
Citizen-KANE Radio, 49th broadcast. The Dave and Liz band, the Liz and Dave band,
Thank you.
the very important things, according to Liz and Dave and Liz. I would like to come back to the Dave and Liz band. Would you say this is a real band or is it a theater project? Would you say this, what we just heard, was a concert? Or would you say it was something like a, I don't know, radio play or theater play?
I think it's a combo, I guess. And we've been discussing a lot. Like, so the Listen Dave band, what do they do? Do they play concerts? Do they do workshops? Do they have big plays on? Do they are they on a mission? Are they always on the road? You know, what are they doing? And I guess that maybe we wanted them to do all those things. So,
so we basically wanted to write.
So with this Listen Dave band, we've been doing different. We call them tryouts. So we have been working in periods with the different kinds of outcomes. So with every time we worked together, we had some kind of showing that maybe had different, were operating in different ways. So the first showing we had ever was maybe more like a workshop and two people on a mission to try and find people, to find some kind of community in something that felt lost to them, maybe.
Maybe you can describe a little bit this workshop. So what you did as a workshop, was it like a music workshop or you were doing text or?
It was a workshop where we invited the public in and then we invited them to leave all of their problems outside. So that started actually, there was a song.
Easy.
Yeah, exactly. But it was, Liz did it in a very, it was, look at the world outside. We were in a very beautiful place. It was like we had a week on the west coast of Norway. We're very lucky human beings to have a week to work there on this project. And you could look at the world there and say, okay, let all of that go, just for now, and be here. And and then we did a very silly like exorcism song just to get everything out. And then we closed the curtains behind us, and we were in a circle of curtains, a bit like some Masonic lodge. And then we had a very clear goal. We sat in a circle. We first of all made sure that our chairs were safe. Safe environment. We made a very safe environment, and then we tried with the public to lift a stick off the ground with our minds.
So that if we could believe in something together, or if we could come together to do a task together, maybe we could be closer connected, and maybe we would open up ourselves to each other. And maybe if something that is impossible to do, or seems like impossible to do, I guess, to make a stick lift in the air,
with the power of your minds.
but if you still want to do it, even though you might have doubts, it might not work, but you still go to the task, that would give a sense of hope and a sense of that we can come together in a way.
How long did you try to lift the stick?
About 3.5 weeks. No. It was a short workshop. And we tried it at the beginning, and we tried it at the end, and then we gave them small little cocktail sticks to practice at home, because it's you never know. You can always try it, and I think that was something. I think it's about that. Just think. The joy of playing together and trying to do something that's impossible is a wonderful thing, and you do really have fun together, knowing that it's impossible. And I wonder, of course, there's a metaphor to our big world here. But to be with other people, to try and do things that are impossible, to keep insisting and keep the fun in it, because that's the tricky thing. Because you feel it's impossible and it really hits you hard sometimes. But if you can keep the fun in it,
And if people really want to join in, that's quite special.
So we were surprised that people had so much fun. And I haven't got any emails yet about whether or not they've lifted a stick, but I'm pretty sure when someone does, it's coming.
I was thinking about also when you listen to the music, or for example to this meditation, where some person in the end wants to shoot in the head, or did it, I don't know. So, and also the story of the stick. Is this something you really mean it, or is it ironic?
I don't think it's ironic. I think it's, in a way, it's a part of the world we live in. Like, I think we all know about mindfulness, and that it's good to meditate for us, or try to push thoughts away, or to let thoughts just come and go. And this is a part, a way to handle our busy lives, maybe. And I think for people who have tried meditation, it's, these thoughts come in when you shouldn't have other thoughts. You should be able to let go, but sometimes you can't help but just think about other things. And I think maybe that's what's happening in the meditation. You were just distracted by another thought.
But you really believe in meditation and lifting sticks? Or is it also like fun in the sense of making fun of?
No, I think it's fun to do. I think it's fun to try and do something impossible together. And it's because it's a joke, or because it's fun, then you can really go for it. So I don't think it's a balance. No, you have to play it in a way that it's not being ironic.
I think the irony is not so interesting, because it's just, it's that's the easy way out, isn't it? To make fun of something, or to take the piss out of something. When really, I believe with meditation that I wish I tried for a long time to meditate. I can't do it because exactly of this, that I just think about things. So it's really, I believe that maybe if you did it longer than me, then it's possible to do. I do think it's a good thing to do, and it's very good for some people to keep on doing. And I don't think that it's ironic. I think it's a very common thing for people who try to, I just want to stay grounded. I just want to, and then it's not always easy.
Is it? There is a mission, right? You have a mission as the Liz and Dave band. And I think we are now close to this topic when we talk about the meditation, and like these are like methods. So you used these methods, overcoming irony. Maybe
overcoming irony.
Yeah, you use these methods for a mission.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting what you're saying, Christian, because I think that it's an easy way out to be ironic. It's we're sort of just skipping on the top of something that we want to talk about. And with irony, we make it easier. But if we really want to go into the topic and visit it and take it for what it is, then we need to invest a little bit in that. And I think maybe it's easy, it could. Of course, everybody wants to be happy, or everybody wants to have friends. We want peace in the world. We want good things, but the world, it doesn't look like that. So what is this disconnection between what most people want and the world we live in? And I think, and that's, it's not easy to talk about, but I think it's a general feeling that a lot of people share. And maybe with that, we can come together to say something about it, or feel something about it, or sit in the atmosphere of it.
Or maybe also change something?
Well, that's the big hope, isn't it? But change. Where is the change? Why isn't the change coming?
And you don't mean the money?
Sometimes the money, tells you what to do, really, or the lack of it.
So maybe in one sentence, what is the mission of the Liz and Dave band, and what is the mission of the Dave and Liz band? One sentence.
I think the Liz and Dave band, they want to connect with their audience.
Damn it, I was going to say connection. From all of those things, hope, connection, but connection, I think we're definitely all about connection.
Your muscles get a really tight feeling, like your skin is going to explode any minute. It's really tight. It's like somebody blowing air into your muscle. It just blows up, and it feels different. It feels fantastic.
The first verse is more sort of like observational, like when I was in the gym I was just like looking around at people and like the second verse is like I'm chatting like I'm one of like the gym bros, you know what I mean? That's cool though. First verse is like schoolboys on steroids, working at deltoids, shit boy mullet, look at this peak, look at this summit, curls for the girls and the boys and everyone in between, light work, it's easy, it's nothing to me. Clear the water in all. Here comes the buffalo bison. Mike Tyson meets Ryland. Teeth whitened and I'm violent. Made the ground shake. Made the room go silent. Arms like legs, turning heads. Greek god, no trident. I've been working on my mirror muscles. See these puppies bursting out of my sleeves. I've been working on my mirror muscles. I see you looking, give them a squeeze, flex. Monday back and buys, Tuesday chest and tries, Wednesday shoulders and legs, in the winter packing on size. By the summer I'll be shredded wheat, bare chested bones and meat. If you are what you eat, I'm an animal, cannibal lion, pumping iron. Looking like Arnold, looking like Ronnie, looking like Rambo, but I'm not Johnny. Quick selfie, devil emoji, polyester looking all cozy. All Jackman, but I'm not Hugh. Eating like Pac-Man, munching up food. It's bulking season, and there's a reason I'm looking bigger than you. I've been working on my mirror muscles. See these puppies bursting out of my sleeves. I've been working on my mirror muscles. I see you looking, give them a squeeze, flex.
The greatest feeling you can get in a gym, or the most satisfying feeling you can get in the gym, is the pump. Let's say you train your biceps, blood is rushing into your muscles, and that's what we call the pump.
Citizen.KANE.Radio. I'm here still with Liz and Dave. And we were talking about the important things. We were talking about the mission of the Liz and Dave and Liz band, which is somehow connected to connections.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's talk about this song. It's about mirror muscles and it's about animals. And I was wondering, because also of your performance, you were talking about your dog. Do you think there are stronger connections in between human beings and animals than between human beings?
No, I wouldn't say it's stronger. I think it's different. And it's, with an animal, they don't speak, huh? They can't speak. But they do, they show their emotions, and they are, they love you in they love you in a different way, don't they?
So is connection just about that you're loved by somebody?
No, I think it has to go both ways. Yeah, I think you need to love your dog as well. Yeah.
How your connection to
with
animals?
animals? Well, I mean, I think fundamentally, of course, we are animals. There's nothing profound there, but we're also animals. So this idea that the big difference that you say is that we can talk to them, Liz, which I agree. You know, I mean, we can talk to each other. Yes, but I think what's my connection to animals? I think what's tricky. I'm trying to say is I think we forget often that we're animals, and we've got this extra thing on top, which is like the consciousness thing, but. I'm pretty sure there's loads going on in Benny's head. He's not the cleverest of animals, but hold back here.
Is so rude
and
about
look,
my dog so many times. Like I have to defend my dog all the time.
I was trying to support
it's
you
horrible.
in this way. No, it's not about.
Like, what did he ever do to you?
I tell you what he did to me. He ate my freaking jogging shoe, the laces of my jogging shoes.
Laces
yeah,
for €1 each.
No, but no one's bought me new
dog,
laces.
He was left alone for a whole day because of him.
Well, because of me.
What is the dog supposed to do?
Look,
smells lovely of feet.
The dog eats my shoelaces, and you think it's funny, and I'm like, well, I've come here to visit you, and I wanted to go for a jog, and now it's quite tricky because there's no shoelaces on my jogging shoes, and then you don't even though you're the carer of the dog, even think about buying me a new pair of shoes. You think it's funny. Punked.
I'm not sure I thought it was funny, but I didn't think much of it.
No, you were looking at the other shoes to check that he didn't eat your shoes.
We're still friends. We're still friends. We keep on doing this all the time.
Yeah, but honestly, the thing about Benny, great animal, and and I'm happy to see him every time. But my shoes are going up on the top shelf now. They're not staying down on the floor. That's good to know. You learn those things.
I think human beings are also different to animals, not only because they are talking and speaking.
Yeah.
They also do music, human beings. And think, like, animals don't do music, right?
Whoa.
Not
I mean,
with
birds.
Is it music? I don't know. And they don't do theater. They don't do art.
Theater.
Yeah.
They don't do theater. Yeah, but a lot of people don't do theatre.
Even if they are in the theatre.
Even if they're in the theatre, yeah, that's also the thing. Yeah. And our relationship to that is?
No, the question is how you want to bring people together, or maybe people and animals, with music and theatre shows or radio plays.
I just remember, the scene from Snow White and the dwarfs, if you can say that still, are playing music and Snow White is dancing and all of that. And all the animals, they come to the window to listen to the music and they dance along and I think animals love music as well.
And this is based on this
cartoon film that I saw from the 50s.
Yeah, and that is fact in Liz's mind.
No, I just have a feeling, that's all.
Yeah, and if you do tryouts and experiments, maybe you should also
do it in the zoo.
Make music for animals. I guess this is not a new idea, but maybe.
No, you just made me think about that. They play music to animals to keep them happy, even though they're in really horrible places. Or they do it so that they can kill them and their meat's nicer. It's like, fuck, come on. Mm-hmm. So why are we listening to music?
I think that's very clear. I really like music.
Is your meat nicer to eat? Oh, look, now it's getting complicated.
Well, I don't think so much as myself as meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so we could play with animal. Yeah. I mean, we had animal sound in here. This is the sound of Stuttgart Ost. The birds singing in the trees of Stuttgart Ost. Yeah, I mean, they help. They help the show.
But you were also talking about that music can manipulate people. So it's maybe another way to fulfill the mission of the Liz and Dave band to manipulate people through your concerts and songs.
Only in nice ways.
Yeah, because you use a word that's manipulation, which is maybe not a positive loaded word. Is that what you say?
Woman manipulation. That's not a word, is it?
No, I don't.
Oh, I thought it wasn't going to be that. It was going to be a male, female.
Manipulation is no. I think maybe to. I think it's good with what theatre and music can do is to create feelings or atmosphere for people that they don't intellectually maybe need to grasp, but that it's something more intuitive.
So an audience, how should they be part of your concert theater shows?
I think, this is what we're trying to find out. I think that's why we try to do a little bit different things every time we try out something, and how much we can be with the audience, or how much can they give back to us. We had we tried we had a tryout where we wanted them to give a lot more back, and it didn't really work that well. So it's a research.
So what did you find out today?
Yeah, what did we find out today, David?
I'm processing.
Yeah.
Just I'm 23%. 43.
What did we? Maybe we need to find out tomorrow what we found out. You know, sometimes thing has to land somehow.
Again, we need the distance.
Yeah, maybe we do. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it takes. No, still processing.
Okay, I can also put it in other words. When you're doing the shows, you're both sitting. So what is about, do you think about like the presentation, or how you can maybe not manipulate, but maybe animate people to be part of the show?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. So, we were very, what do you call it?
Processing again, I can't
remember.
Immobile? No, sedentary.
We were sitting down,
Is the complicated, right?
We have also done a show where we are running around in the audience, so it's...
We do like moving as well. It's only, in this case, because, because it was a radio show and we thought they wouldn't really see the beautiful moves that we pull. So I just cancelled the dance workshop with Liz this week. And
I think it's good to move the body. I think we should do it more.
And maybe it's not only about movement, it's more about like how can a concert be a theater show, or what is the theatrical way to present something? Just watching somebody making music or talking, or is this something you think about? Last question, because we are almost at the end of the show.
I think it's also how do you set it up? Like now it's like an end-on stage, so the stage is here and the audience is there. Is it possible to set it up in a different way, or should it be more, democratic setting of all of us? If really what we want is to connect with the people, so it shouldn't be a difference between the audience and the people not on stage. So of course there's things to find out just from that.
Still processing?
No, I thought it was a very, very clear answer.
Yeah, a director's answer.
Yeah, I know. You can hear that she's directed a lot of theatre.
Okay, I want to thank you both, and I want to thank Alan for the show, for this experiment here at the Freies Radio für Stuttgart in the foyer. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much also for this possibility. It's great fun to experiment here.
Yeah, and I hope you found out something.
Yes, thank you for having us. Thank you really.
We will be processing this information and there will be a result. You'll get an email.
Yeah, and we hope to keep in touch with you and your collective.
That's very nice. Citizen.KANE.Radio, 49th broadcast. The Liz and Dave Band, the important things according to the Liz and Dave Band. This was our show, and now I give back to Sabine in the studio. Thank you for listening.
Das war RadioSCHAUen für heute, The Important Things mit The Liz and Dave Band. Das Gespräch führte Christian Müller von Citizen.KANE Kollektiv. Und jetzt viel Spaß mit der nächsten Sendung beim Freien Radio für Stuttgart.
Sie hören die Sendung